Ladies and gentlemen, howdy. Good to see you, folks. Hope everyone is doing just swell. Welcome to the stream. Got 15 minutes till kick-off. Teams are up on screen. For some reason, it feels like I've not streamed for ages, even though it was just last week. It's been a long week. I have a cold. We'll see how this goes. Should be right. A couple paracetamols, get them stuck in, and then hopefully just win this game and not get 3-0'd. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. There's a poll in the live stream chat. Vote on that. Who do you think is going to win? If you've got an exact scoreline, let me know in the live stream chat as well. Come on, England. Get into these this time. Didn't go the hill dicky for nothing. Exactly. That was an investment, that, Sam. That was an investment. Because we knew that this was going to be a victory. Let's go with that, shall we? And Marky. Assuming it's Marky. The X could be anything. Marky, Ogsy's clean sweep, you reckon? Understandable if it is. Completely understandable, but surely Game 1 and Game 2's performances have been not awful, but not far from awful, to be honest. So, just at our best, we could do something and at least get some pride back. Surely. Hello, Mr. Pepsi. Howdy. They might clean sweep us, they might. You're at AMT, you got heckled for wearing a Warrington top? Well, if you're going to start throwing hands, get stuck in. You're going to be watching the Toffees too, or not? I mean, I might not. If I'm going to stream up, I will do, but I probably won't talk about it or reference it because I'll just want to focus on this game. But I might get a stream up for it. Go on, Marky, just get stuck in. I remember me and my dad went to Tonga vs PNG, but that was at St. Helens Ground. I chose to wear my wire shirt for that. I was the only one that I could see that was wearing a wire shirt, so that felt pretty awkward. But I was just wearing a rugby shirt just for a rugby game, so you know, that was the plan. Just represent my people. But no. Actually, since I'm not going to be referencing Everton once the game kicks off, I'm going to look at the team list real quick. Pickford, Garner, Tarkowski, Keane, Mikolenko, Garner, Irabunum, Ndiaye, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, Barry. Dewsbury Hall needs to be dropped for Alcaraz. He needs to be dropped. Travers, McNeil, Beto, O'Brien, Dibbling, Coleman, Alcaraz, Roll, Asnu. Yeah, okay. Alright. You know what we've not had yet? Hey. Barry hat-trick today. Hopefully. Forced to be a Warrington lad. Born to be maroon. Well, lucky you in some areas and unlucky in others. Looking at the poll, 15 votes, 73% say Australia's going to win this one. Apologies if the cold comes out a bit. Tempted to go make a quick cup of tea, but I don't know. So I'll go through some of the changes. I'll go through the lineups. In the backs for England, they have Brimson, Burgess, Newman, Farnworth, Johnstone, Williams and Smith. The forwards include McMeekan, Litton, Lees, Watkins, Pierce-Paul and Knowles. The bench is Lewis, Walmsley, Smithies and Oledsky. 18th man is Trout. In the backs for Australia, they have Walsh, Nwangini-Tawaze, Staggs, Shibasaki, Adokar, Munster and Cleary. The forwards are Carrigan, Grant, Farsu Malawi, Crichton, Young and Yo. The bench is Dearden, Collins, Cotter and Kalamatangi, and 18th man is Best. I was hoping to see a bit of Bradman and Best. I was hoping to. Maybe a bit of Ethan Strange. Maybe a bit of Mitchell Moses. A bit of Blake Brayley. I wasn't that bothered about Dylan Edwards, to be honest. But yeah, Strange and Moses, that would have been an interesting pair. I would have liked to have seen that at 6 and 7. But for England, Trout being dropped again, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think his carries were solid in game 1. We're missing out on Young's carries, which were so important for us in game 1 and game 2 not as much because I think they didn't kick to him as often. And I'm trying to think how many carries he had early in sets in game 2. Didn't feel like he was as effective in game 2, but game 1 he was solid and his carries were really good. John Stone took over that instead. But let's see what Burgess could do instead. Need to yawn, sorry. Jack, how are you today? I'm at the game. I'm not too bad. Dealing with a cold. Other than that, I'm okay. But enjoy the game, sir. Enjoy the game. Okay, 19 votes, 68% said Australia's going to win. Come on, England. Give us something. Anything. Don't get swept, boys. Do not get swept. Please. Come on. Got about a few minutes to go. I was going to say we've got about 7 minutes, apparently. If you've got any exact score predictions, let me know in the live stream chat. The crowd sounds flat, but that might just be the audio. I know, they're all singing now. Don't worry about me, I'm just chatting shite. Hi James, howdy. How you doing, sir? Hope you're well. But me and some mates were we were at game 2 at the Hill Dickey. It was good. It was good. Solid first half. Very happy with that. A couple of mistakes in there. Could have been cleaner with the ball. Could have been more effective with the ball, but no. No, obviously not. But yeah, decent first half. Second half was a major letdown. Stadium's great. As an Everton fan, I'm very, very impressed with it. But yeah, overall experience, it was a long day. It was a very, very long day. But I'm glad I went. Right, we're a few minutes away. Few minutes away till kick-off. Sam, if you're still here, could you send me the link you're watching from? Because I'm still trying to watch from the one you sent me months ago, but none of these seem to be working for me. From the same website. Why are you going for Australia, James? What's all that about? Explain yourself, James. It's not on that. It's not on. Maybe that final whistle, and then we're underway. And there we go. Finally, the whistle is blown. Hey! Oh, not yet. I forgot about the anthems. Completely forgot about that. We got the Australian national anthem coming first. How's this poll doing? 31 votes, 77% say Australia's going to win this one. Are you not English, James? Or are you actually Australian? In disguise. Who are you? Explain yourself. Alright. So, all I'm hoping, first of all, like, the first complaint I had from game one is that the completion wasn't good enough, or too many errors at least. And penalties weren't too bad. But game two, the errors went up, the penalties went up. There's a few other things that went up as well. Average set distance did improve. We restricted their average set distance. Our completion rate went up. Our post-contact meters went up. And there was a few other things as well that went up, actually. So we did improve in a few stats areas. Still wasn't perfect, but at least we made improvements from game one to game two. If we can make another jump as well, that would be great. But we shall see. Right, here we go, lads. Let's just get a victory, shall we? Nothing silly, nothing funky, just wins only would be swell. Harry Newman getting the start. He's had a good year, but so has Umala Hanley. Just saying. Unchanged Aussie side. It's an interesting call. I like it though. I like it. Not even trying to like mix up the freshness or anything. Giving some of the guys starts like Lindsay Smith or Keen Kalamatangi. Just straight in with the same side. I can respect it. Alright. England in an all-red kit now. Mixing up for game 3. I think this one, if I remember correctly, it's to do with the poppy, but it's charity-based as well. So I think profits go to charity too, if I remember correctly. Will Australia be a better side? Maybe. That's the scary thing, really, is that as much as England can be better, like England can be so much better, I think they've got more room. In terms of performance, Australia still have a lot of room left as well. That's the main concern. Is that not only can England get miles better, well, so can Australia. And if they do, then what will they produce? That's the worry. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know it's for that, Mark. Yeah, I know it's for that, but I'm just saying there's charity. I thought there was charity to it as well. All right, folks. 5 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the final game for the Ashes series, Game 3, is underway. England kick to Australia. Collected by Munster. Chucks it to his right to Grant. Early spread here, possibly. Ends up in the hands of Patrick Carrigan for the first carry of the game. Harry Grant on his right to Hudson Young up towards the 20 for Australia. They're playing from left to right, from my perspective. Next carry from Tino Fasumalawi up towards the 20. Third tackle coming up with 30 seconds gone. Harry Grant waits on the left-hand side of the field. Isaiah Yeo finally back after being out in Game 2 due to HIA protocols. Concussion protocols. Up towards the 30. Grant fakes right. Bit of room to run. There's a break here. Supporting his inside from Walsh. Slightly in front of him, I think. Collected by Burgess. Well done, lad. Well done. Jesus Christ. Not even a minute gone and we are 2 metres in front of our own try line. John Stone with the carry up towards the 10. Drag back. Jesus Christ. There's a break in the first set. Can we not? Can we not? McMeekan with a carry up towards the 20. 1 minute 20 gone so far. 2 tackles to go for England. Lytton. And it's a penalty for England. Whee! Hey, I played the trumpet first. I played it first. I should have made a cup of tea. I should have made one. So, penalty into touch. England will start a fresh set just short of the 40. Watkins up to the 40 now. Smashed into by Patrick Carrigan. And it's 2 minutes gone. Plays it for Lytton. Is right to Knowles. Then to Williams. Pops it up to Kai Pearce-Paul. Down the right edge of the field. So by the end of this set, if England can march up the field a little bit, pin Australia back into the corners. Lees with the next carry up towards halfway. Third tackle coming up. Lytton out the back to Smith. Pops the ball across to Watkins. Takes it up towards the Aussie 40. 2 tackles to go. Lytton left to Smith. Flat ball to Farnworth. Cuts back towards the middle. Doesn't get an offload. Last tackle now for England. 2.5 on the clock. Lytton left to centre field. Goes right to Smith. Gets the kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Underneath it is Walsh. Collects it just in front of the try line. And is stopped 5 metres away from the try line. Come on, England. Pin them back, boys. Adokar with the first carry this set for Australia. Up towards the 10. Just left to centre field. Munster. Now Shibasaki. Good line speed there. I think that was Jez Lytton. But skips past a few. Gets up towards the 20. It's a nice effort, but still slipping through there. Cleary launches it right to Staggs, then to Nwanganitawaze down the right edge over the 30. Plenty of defenders there, though, just to slow him down. Cleary waits at dummy half. Now with Hudson-Young. Straight into Johnstone. Brought down on the 40. Last tackle. 3.5 minutes gone. Harry Grant goes left to Munster. Under pressure from Meakin. Underneath it is Joe Burgess. Collects cleanly. I don't know why Burgess is not on the other wing. I think he's lost that ball there. Yeah, he's... Oh my God, he's lost that ball. As I was saying, I don't know why Burgess is not on the other wing. Johnstone has been playing on the right wing, hasn't he? If I'm not mistaken. A Wakey finder can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Dingle, good to see you, sir. Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm sure Johnstone's been playing right wing for Wakey. Or is that Wormsley that's been doing it? Either way, I would have put Burgess on the left, Johnstone on the right. So there's a scrum for Australia, 25 metres out. Great. Walsh gets around. Was that Watkins he got around then? He's 15 metres out. Right at the posts. Grant at dummy half. Left to Cleary. 6 again for the Aussies. Hands it off to Tino Faisumalawi. And he stopped just short of the 10. Could have been a hip drop there, but it is not. A bit of pushing and shoving. Knowles and Faisumalawi. Lee's... Matty, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? Right. Aussies are about 10 metres out. Grant goes left to Cleary. Then to Munster. Launched it over the top. Adokar in the corner. 5 minutes gone. Yeah, this is a cracking start, this, lads. Easy line break in the first minute. We want to start pushing and shoving. You know, we're down 2-0 in the series. You know, we've already lost this one. So you think that grabbing someone by the collar... You think you're cool when you do that, Matty? You think you're cool when you do it? You think you look tough? You've lost the series, mate. And then immediately concede a try off the back of it. We look like morons. It's 4-0 Australia. Right. It is 4-0. Oh, yes. Splendid. Go the Roos, indeed. Great ball over the top. Great ball over the top. Looks like some handbags will be thrown this game. Possibly, Mozzie, at some point. I just don't want it to be us that's instigating it. I mean, unless we have to get in there and help our teammates like we did with Lytton last week, fair enough. Kick from Cleary is... It's off the post and in. Oh my God. Classic. Well, unfortunately, I could not find a link for the Everton game, so I will... I'll have to just watch Match at Day later. Yeah, good start, Australia. 7 minutes gone. They're up by 6. Josh Adokar with the first try of the game. Tino with the first carry. Wish you could throw them hate shirt grabbing. Yeah, it's just like... My opinion is, what are you going to do? Like, if I'm in that situation, someone's doing that, like, do you want the shirt? Like, you want to swap at half time? You want to swap at full time? Do you want the shirt? What do you want? If you want to do something, just throw a punch. Like, you're just wasting everyone's time. I don't get it. If you're going to do something, just do it. Think the Aussies are going all out attack for this one? They might do, but there is a mistake from Angus Crichton. They turn over the ball to England inside their own half. Come on, lads. Let's get some points. Let's answer back. They throw a jab. We throw a haymaker. It's just what we do, innit? Just what we do. Whee. Missed tackles, 6 from England already in 8 minutes, 1 from Australia. Scrum for England, 35 metres out. Lytton goes right to Brimson, trying to get around Munster, gets a hold of him on the 30. Newman is waiting at dummy half. Ooh, Brimson's holding his shoulder. Oh dear. Right. Lytton, 25 metres out, waiting at dummy half. Brimson is not in a good way. What would we change here? Not sure. What would we change? Burgess to fullback, maybe? Or Newman? I'm not sure who could play there. I'm not sure who has experience there. Farnworth, possibly. Yeah, just any of the backs, I guess. 10 metres out, right to Smith. Pops runs to Meakin. I need to cough. Two metres out. Last tackle, Smith. And the back to Williams. Chips towards the back left. Johnstone goes up, so does Nwangani Tawaze. He collects it cleanly, well taken. Nwangani Tawaze, really nicely done. Yeah, I agree with Jonathan Davies. Like, you do realise that Joe Burgess has been good in the air all year. But Nwangani Tawaze has been incredible all season. Like, we've already seen a couple matchups between Johnstone and Nwangani Tawaze. And Johnstone's not been winning those. We've got Burgess against Adokar. Adokar has looked at times in the NRL like he's been under pressure aerially. Burgess has been great in the air. Why are we not kicking that way? It's really, really simple stuff. Chip over the top from Munster. Adokar hits Burgess there. Brimson collects on the 30. So nice idea from Australia. 10 minutes gone. Little chip and chase. Is Brimson alright? Is he doing better? Not really. Brimson might be done in this one. Lewis at fullback. I think it is Lewis at fullback. You know, this is interesting. Because, you know, Widdop was a 6. He played fullback plenty of times for England. Ball off to Burgess. Chucks the ball back inside. Is it still live ball? It is. It's with Williams on Australia's 40. Okay, England. All right, I see you. England's going to go all out attack too. We're nothing to lose in this game. Should be a more entertaining game. Hopefully, Pagan. Hopefully. Lees. Go on, Matty, lad. Good carry up towards the 30. Last tackle for England. 11 minutes gone. Lytton goes right to Williams. Engages the line. Pops it up to Pierce Pollock for an offload. Doesn't quite get one. And he's stopped 15 metres away from the try line. Stopped by Munster and Shibasaki. So, Australia now in possession. They'll play the ball. Walsh gives it to Adokar. He'll be stopped just short of his own 20. Yeah, if it is Mikey Lewis at fullback, that could be interesting. Another string to his bow, maybe. It's not, you know, out of the realm of possibility. He is the quicker runner between all the halfbacks we've got available. You know, taking out Brimson because he's not there anymore. But this could be interesting. I kind of like this. Something new, something different. Sweeping runs out the back from Mikey. Or just complete disconnect and we've got no idea what to do. So, we'll see. It's with Munster. Difficult to do on the fly anyway. It's up towards halfway. Last tackle coming up for the Aussies. 12 minutes on the clock. Grant goes right to Cleary, kicks from the halfway line. Johnstone underneath it, collects just short the 20. Takes it just over the 20. Smith gives it to Herbie Farnworth up towards the 30. Sean Wayne has to go. I understand. Mikey Lewis with the next carry just over the 30 now. Farnworth scooting over the 40. Good metres here from England. Third tackle coming up. 12.5 minutes on the clock. Lytton, right to McMeekin. Through the middle, over halfway. 2 tackles to go in this set for England. Lytton gets a quick play of the ball. Scoots. Brought down the 40. Late shot there from Harry Grant. Litton already tackled. Grant comes in late. I think the ball carrying on was down from Litton. That's a 6 again. Fair enough. Right, come on, England. 13 minutes on the clock. We've scored 1 try in this whole series. And another 6 again. There's an entanglement. That is absolutely Knowles doing that. Watkins takes it over the 30. England about 25 metres out. Smith in centre field. Right to McMeekin up towards the 20. Wrapped up by Crichton and Fasu Malawi. Litton waits at dummy half. It is right to Smith. Straightens up. 5 metres out. Good effort there from Harry Smith. 13 and a half minutes gone. Plenty of tackles to go. Left to Williams. Out the back to Mikey Lewis. Early kick through. Grubber collected by Nwangani Tawaze in goal. Maybe puts a foot on the goal line. Oh, lose it backwards. Grant takes it out over the try line. I think the referee wants to check whether a foot was put on the dead ball line for a goal line dropout here. That is fair enough. Fox Marshall, hello sir. How are you, Kinetic? How are you, lads? Well, I've got a cold, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing just fine. Since half time of the first Test match, I was annoyed that we kept on kicking to Nwangani Tawaze because he always catches it. And on the other side, we have a winger who's about half foot taller than Carr. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't kick to Young more often. I don't understand. It's very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Was there a foot in touch? I don't think there was. Grubber kicks through. Completely understandable. I understand going towards Nwangani Tawaze's side. Because in terms of the speed matchups, I think John Stone versus Nwangani Tawaze is close enough. But in terms of kicks to the corners, I don't know why we're going to that side. Yeah, good mate. Since the Broncos Grand Final, understandable. Can they back it up next year? I think they can. I think they need a better start this year. I think they're a little bit too chaotic in the first half of the season. I think most Broncos fans might agree. Consistency was not quite there. But I suppose it's not always how you start, it's how you finish. But if they can start a little bit cleaner, that would probably go a long way into backing up this year. Collected by Lewis, off the back of a kick from the Aussies, from their own 30. Lewis is stopped on his own 20. Would love to see, but so varied every year now. Yeah, true. Like, even when the Panthers were winning, they had a different opponent in each grand final. So, could be different this year. We'll see what the Raiders can do. Could they take a step up this year? But without Fogarty, it's going to be difficult. I was hoping they'd be able to get Jonah Pezzett, but wasn't to be. 15 minutes on the clock. Litton waits in centre field. Right to Knowles, up towards the 40, into Crichton. Munster and Carrigan both there to help out as well. Last tackle for England. Left to Smith. Kicks from just over the 40. Trying to go over the head of Addo Carr. Collects on his own 20. Straightens up. And he's up towards his own 30. 15 and a half minutes gone. Dom says, one try for Newman, please. We will see. Shibazaki up towards the 30. Next carry from Nwangani Tawaze up towards his own 40. Dragging a few defenders there. Grant goes left to Yo. Then to Cleary. Out the back to Munster. Fakes the handoff. Takes the tackle up towards halfway. 16 minutes gone. Now Cleary in centre field. Steps, straightens up towards England's 40. It is left to Munster. Chips it towards the post. There's a chase here from Walsh. Lewis under pressure. Collects it, drops it backwards. And then Johnston drops it forwards. Okay. Damn. Great chase there from Walsh. He puts a hand in the way. That could be a knock-on from Walsh, actually. Could be. It's all right, Mikey. He's playing at fullback today, so no complaints from me. Herbie should be back in fullback. He played well for a season for the Broncos. Always wanted to be fullback. But then he will be centre. Sorry for the yawning. Well, centre's becoming a slightly specialised position recently with the guys that have been flourishing. So scrum for the Aussies, 10 metres out, left to Munster. Steps, but it's wrapped up by Pierce Paul, Williams, and then a few more help out in Newman and Lewis. They are a metre in front of the try line. Right to Cleary, then right to Carrigan. Straight into, I think that was Knowles. 10 metres out. Grant fakes right, goes left, steps. Almost through. Looking lively. 2 or 3 metres away from the try line, left of the post. Carrigan goes left to Cleary, cuts back towards the right, hands it off to Yo. Steps off his right foot. Can we get him wrapped up? We do. 5 metres away from the try line, 2 tackles to go, 18 minutes gone. Harry Grant left of the post. He goes right to Cleary. Back to his left, that goes forwards, but it's collected by Matty Lees. And he takes it over the 20. Good return. Didn't think Atkins would get 2 games over an English ref. Well, I guess we've done it in the fairest way possible. English ref gets 1, Aussie ref gets 1, and then whoever did better gets the final game. So, I'm okay with that. That's fine. 18 and a half minutes gone. England in possession. Burgess will play this for Mikey Lewis. Hands it off to Herbie Farnworth. He takes it up towards England's own 40. Now in centre field with 3 tackles to go. Loses a bit of ground there. Plays it for Litton. And it's a penalty for England. Offside from Australia. Great D. Indeed. There's a lot of back and forth then. A lot of left and right from Australia. But we didn't let them in. "19 minutes on the clock. Come on, England." Harry Smith's kicking was not great last week. Could have finished sets a bit better. I think the difference was the end of sets with Smith were cleaner, but the kicking was worse. So therefore, for Mikey Lewis, the end of sets were worse, but the kicking was cleaner. If that makes sense. So we didn't look as organised at the end of sets with Mikey Lewis, but the kicks were better. But it was the reverse for Harry Smith. If that makes any kind of sense. Watkins with half a break. Up towards the tent. Right, come on, England. We're 10 metres out. Second tackle coming up. And a 6 again. Here we go, lads. Come on. Let's get a first half try for the first time in this series. That sounds so bad to say. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Third tackle. Oh, it's a fresh set of 6 again. Smith. I reckon a little chip over the top would have done it there. Mikey Lewis in possession. Mikey Lewis again, for those that are late here, playing at fullback. Litton with a scoot. Go on, Jez. He's stopped a metre or 2 in front of the try line between the sticks. That's the first quarter of the game done. Mikey Lewis waiting at dummy half. Left to Harry Smith. Then across to George Williams. Takes it over the 10. Over on the left-hand side of the field. Farnworth at dummy half. Launches it right to Smith now in centre field. Then across to Litton. A little bit slow and sluggish here. Just take the carry. Take the carry. Smithies is on the field. Stopped just short of the 10. 2 tackles to go. Litton. Left to Williams. Kicks the ball through. Nwangini Tawaze collects. Knocks on. Watkins is down. I think Walsh is tackled in goal. So this is going to be a goal line dropout. The Aussies do like to go short on these. Okay, video ref is going to check this one. I don't think there's any try in it. I think we're just checking all the shenanigans. I don't think Watkins grounded at any point. Pretty sure it's just a goal line dropout that we can see. So Williams, he has a great short range kicking game. Places this beautifully. He's collected by Nwangini Tawaze just in front of the try line. He does knock on in goal. And then I think it's grounded by Walsh. Does Watkins get a touch on it? Nothing against Britain, but they seem timid, taking the ball to the line before passing, which allows the Aussie defence plenty of time to adjust. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Hi, Logan and Iceman. English refs allow 5-second play the ball. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was 4.12 seconds for the Aussies, I think, but yeah, not great. But yeah, I get you, Fox. I get you. Just when I was watching it on TV at Wembley, we looked slow. But then when I saw it live at the Hill Dickinson, it was, yeah. I think we're focusing more on execution than actual speed. Which for me is the wrong way round. I think you have to play with the speed and execution comes second. As much as I'm all for completion and not, committing errors, I think if you don't play with speed, you're not going to get around the defence. I think we were too slow. Execution was poor at times, but I think you just at least have a bit of speed. We were too slow. Simple as that. Oops, excuse me. I don't think... Does Watkins even get a touch on this one? If he does, this will actually be Australia's ball, which is really annoying. Are we saying Australia knock on? I'm not too sure. Okay, so this will be no try, but I'm not sure which way it's going to go. I'm not too sure. Jonathan Davies not happy with the video ref there. He's not happy at all. It's a goal line dropout for Australia. That is a packed crowd. That is great to see. That is great to see. They will go short here. 21 minutes gone. Short dropout from Nathan Cleary. Clears the 10. It is collected by John Stone. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Litton on the 20. Left of centre field. Goes right to Watkins. So Smithies has come on for Matty Lees. Litton in centre field. Right to McMeekin. Straightens up. Oh, nearly room for McMeekin there. Nearly 2 metres out. Come on, lads. Let's equalise here. Litton. Right to Smith. Right to Williams. Switches back to Pearce-Paul. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Williams. He's immediately wrapped up by Munster. Litton. Left to McMeekin. Straightens up over the 10. If we're going to move it, let's be quick, lads. Let's be quick. Fourth tackle. Litton. Out the back to Smith. Going left. Then launches it across to Mikey Lewis. He just chucks it left and it goes behind. Both Farnworth and John Stone finds touch. And it's going to be an Australia ball. 22 minutes gone. Mate. It's alright, Mikey. It's alright, lad. It's alright. Well, that's 22 minutes gone. Who's the number 12 for Britain? He's a giant. Number 12 would be Kai Pearce-Paul, I think. Yeah, that's Pearce-Paul. So nearly 23 minutes gone. Approaching 23 minutes. In centre field with Munster. He goes right to Cleary. Straightens up. Nearly finds a breakthrough, but McMeekin gets a hold of him. 2 tackles to go for Australia. Grant pops the ball up to Collins. He's got a break. Lewis can't quite get a hold of him. Does get a touch on him to slow him down. Burgess then helps out. 20 metres out. Last tackle for the Aussies. There's a kick through from Walsh. Collected by Mikey Lewis just in front of the try line. Oh my god. John Stone with a carry just short of the 10. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Burgess with the next carry. 23.5 minutes gone. England with a lot of room to make up. Up towards the 20. And then a knock on. Oh my god. Scrum for Australia, 20 metres out. Collins comes on for Carrigan. Cotter comes on for Fatu Malawi. Scrum for Australia on our 20. Left to Munster. Slammed into the ground by McMeekin. Oh, that was Williams, actually. I don't know why I said McMeekin. I couldn't tell who it was at first. I saw what I thought was an 8, but it was a 6. It was Williams and Lewis. 24.5 minutes gone. Knock on by who? It was Knowles. So we clear in centre field. Launch it right to Walsh. What a great ball. Good tackle there from Farnworth. Lets him go, though. On the 10. Across to Crichton. Smashed into... That was Williams. Go on, George, lad. George is a great defender. I know people look at that try for Munster last week. It was a bit of an awkward one. Lets him get around the outside, but typically I think Williams is a great defensive player. 25 minutes gone. Needs coffee here, sorry. Grant goes left, switches back to Yo. 5 metres out, last tackle for the Aussies. Right to Munster on the last. Kicks the ball through. Chase from Hudson Young. And he collects it. Puts the ball down. So they had a simple line break in the midfield from Collins. Collins bursting through like he's prime Billy Slater. And then we go from giving the Aussies so much pressure down one end of the field. And then we get the ball in front of our own try line, and then a few tackles later, we knock the ball on, we give them a scrum 20 metres out, and then a few tackles later, they score a try. Like that. After all that territory we've had. And this is why the basics, folks, are so important. Well, this will be 12-0 for Australia very shortly. Okay. You're an Aussie but going for the Brits tonight? Well, thank you, Fox. Thank you. This is 10-0. Probably going to be 12 very soon. Please score more than one try 3 games. Well, we'll see, Grubby. We'll see, won't we? I backed us to get 2 tries in each game when I'd done my predictions videos. Well, yeah. Just to be clear, Logan, that's 2025 Warrington. Okay, if it was 2011 Warrington, we'd be winning this. This would be 3-0. So, just saying. It's like any good team. You can't give them one error. Saw it last year in the NRL. I'm sure you saw it in Super League. Yes, absolutely. Kick from Cleary is good. I would say to any young player, the advice that I could give for any young rugby league player in here is, you can be flashy all you want, you know. You can do all this cool and groovy, exciting stuff. But if you drop the ball, you ain't helping anyone. Don't drop the ball. That's rule number 1. Don't drop the ball. Word of advice from soon-to-be England head coach by 2030. Probably not. Australia in possession, 15 out from their own try line. Crichton with the next carry. Oh. Wayward ball out the back from Australia, collected by Katoni Staggs on his own 10. And he takes it up towards the 20. Cleary with the carry up towards the 40. Oh, nearly a breakthrough as well. Jesus Christ. It is right to Walsh on the last tackle. Chips towards the right edge of the field. Bounces awkwardly for John Stone, but still collects it. Well done, sir. Well taken. Farnworth with a carry up towards the 30. Dragged back by a metre or 2. John Stone in possession up towards the 30. Give me 1 second, give me 1 second. Alright. Sorry, just had to do something real quick. Wayward ball out the back from England. On the last tackle of all of them, Knowles with a kick on the last. Actually a good kick from Morgan Knowles. Jesus Christ. Not who we want to kick in, no, Jonathan, but was actually a good kick. England versus Australia needs to be a regular fixture again. England used to be more competitive because they used to play players more regularly. I suppose so. I suppose. One thing that would help, first of all, when Tonga came in 23, they were not that good, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It was a fairly youngish squad from what I remember, and it was I don't know, they weren't that good. Munster down the left edge, Crichton wrapped up, flicks the ball on, lose it backwards. Adokar is wrapped up, 30 minutes gone. Samoa the year after didn't bring their best squad. It was still a decent squad on paper, but not their best. But this is, I mean, Australia can't really get much better than this. Aside from Payne Haas, that's it. The only way that Australia gets better than this on paper is Payne Haas. And that's it. Maybe Best starting at left centre. And that's it. But we need more regular games against the best. But this is what I wanted. I wanted us to play against the best in the world, to at least see what the gap is so we know where we need to improve. So as much as it's painful, and there's so much more that we could do, we could be so much better, I'm happy that we got this. So the excuse is we played the best in the world and we got beat by the best in the world. Understandably. But we at least know where the gap is for the World Cup next year. But there's rumours that we'll get New Zealand coming over in 27. I don't think that's confirmed, but it's rumoured. It's right to Cotter. 10 metres out now with Hudson Young. Make that about 6 metres. Bloody hell. Right at the post, Harry Grant waits at dummy half. Launches it left to Nathan Cleary. Carries it himself. Looking for an offload there for a second. Grant just left the post 5 metres out. Short side left to Munster. Pops it up to Shibasaki. He's wrapped up. Kinetic, guessing you'll be streaming Broncos Hull World Club Challenge. Should be a cracker. Yes, sir. I will likely be streaming that one. I'll be supporting Hull KR for that. It is right to Cleary. 15 out now with Walsh. Ball across the Norgany to Arze and lose it into touch. So good defence there. Well done. Good defence. But yeah, I'll be supporting Hull KR for that one. I'm always going to back the English sides. So I'm not one of these that's like... First of all, I don't hate any team in Super League, even though I'm a Wife fan. I don't hate like Lee or Wigan or Saints, like our local teams. So people seem to think I hate KR as well for some reason, which I just don't. But I'll always back the English side, so I'll be supporting KR for that one. But yeah, I know somebody that is choosing Australia specifically because they don't like the likes of Mikey Lewis and other English players. So, a ransom. Hello, sir. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Walmsley, Big Al is on. Carries up towards the 40. Why is Burgess playing? He's done absolutely nothing. What do you mean? Lytton with a break. What do you mean? He's still going though. Kicks through. Go on, George. Go on, George! Come back some, baby. Let's add 2 more games to the series, boys. We'll win it. We'll win it 3-2. Let's go. Hey. Go on, George. Finally a first half try. How sad is that? I do need to see that one again. Dingle came in with a strange comment, so I had to ask about that one. But, yeah. Show me this one again. 33 minutes gone. Let's have a look. Lytton, little dummy, breaks through, sends Walsh to the cleaners, baby, kicks the ball through. Grant versus Williams. Go on, George. Good lad. Come on. This will likely be 6 in a second. Go on, George. I'm going to put out an opinion. people are not going to like this, but I will die on this hill. I think of all the halfbacks, George Williams has been the most exciting. He's also had some bad games. I will acknowledge he's not been great. So before people start getting upset, he's not been great. I fully acknowledge he's actually been awful at times. But I don't think you can disagree that George Williams has been involved in or has instigated the best chances we've had in this series. I think that is a statement of fact and not opinion. If you just go look at the opportunities we've had. You think Smith has been better? I don't think you could make that call whatsoever. If you look at the chances we've had, Williams has been involved in or instigated the best of them. So, just saying. And it's going to be Harry Smith with the conversion. That'll be 6 for England. Come on, lads. No, there's got nothing to do with bias for him playing for Warrington. Absolutely nothing. If you go through both games so far, the first 2 full games, and you look at every moment where England look exciting, like there's sort of half a break, or there's a chance in the corner, or we move the ball around, there's a good chance that Williams has been involved in that. There's a good chance. He's still not been great. I'd fully acknowledge that. But in terms of the best chances, he's been involved in the best ones. Knowles with the carry over the 30. Just right of centre field. Litton waits at dummy half. Hands it off to Smithies on his left, then to big Alex Walmsley. Takes it over the 40. Jez Litton, best hooker in Super League. He's up there. He is up there. Watkins with the carry down the left edge. Up towards Australia's 40. Last tackle coming up. Walsh underneath this high ball. Collects it just in front of the try line. And takes it just over the 10. Good stuff there from Walsh. Well, I don't know what the issue is with Burgess. I think his carries at the backfield have been good so far for Hull KR. Well, been good so far. Good for Hull KR this year. Young is injured. He was injured in the last 5 minutes of game 2. I wanted Burgess to start over John Stone anyway. But Young is out, so. Gareth says, come on England. Indeed. We finally have a first half try. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Cleary goes left to Munster. Pops it up to Crichton. That might have been forwards. But he offloads it back to Cleary. Just inside England territory at the moment. He switches back to Hudson Young. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can to Ruben Cotter. Nearly space to run through centre field, but he's brought down on England's 40. Last tackle for the Aussies. Right to Cleary. Engage the line. Flat ball across to Staggs. Kicks back towards a post. Lewis underneath it. Goes up. Doesn't quite touch it. Collins goes up. Oh, God. I think that goes over the dead ball line. I think. There's half a chance of a try in there. But I think it's more likely grounded on the dead ball line. Oh, God. God, I don't know. What team does Jack Walker play for? He plays for Salford at the moment. I'm trying to think if he's... Was he on loan from... I'm trying to think if he was on loan from Sheffield Eagles. Okay, Cleary's offside from that kick, I'm pretty sure. But Collins is okay. He was playing for Salford, Logan, but I'm not sure if that was on loan. Collins is definitely onside from that kick. I know Cleary's offside, but whether they use the passive rule. All offside there. The only one that's offside for me is Nathan Cleary, I'm pretty sure. But he's not involved in any way, really. Does Collins get the ball down? He's within 10. I don't think they... Well, we sort of had a rule in Super League. I don't think they do it in the NRL, actually. So, yeah, here's a thing. We have a rule about if a player's passive or not. So you can be within inside the 10, but if you're not actually involved in any way, If you are passive, then like you can be inside the 10, but if you're not doing anything, and he grounds it on the dead ball line, then you're okay, because Cleary's not involved in any way, so he's fine on our new ruling system. But I don't know if that's international rules or not. 3.5 minutes to go. Oh God. Seems like he's been released from his contract. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he's at. So England in possession, 7 tackle set after the ball was grounded on the dead ball line. So hopefully we can get up the field. Kai Pearce-Paul down right edge. Carries it over the 40. 3 defenders in the tackle. That's Shibasaki, Munster, and I think that was Cotter as well. 3 minutes to go. Sean Wayne waiting on the sideline. That might have been a forward pass there from Williams to Walmsley. Litton on halfway, goes left to Williams, then across to Smith, pops it up to Watkins, and we lose the ball. We turn the ball over on their 40. It is left to Munster. He's stepping, and he stopped a few metres shy of the 40. Splendid. Grant scoots from dummy half, then offloads it to Hudson Young on the right edge of the field. Taking it over the 40. Is with Isaiah. Straightens up, takes a carry over the halfway line. Still pumping his legs. Walmsley gets his legs wrapped up. Smithies in the tackle as well. Didn't see who else it was. It was Harry Smith, I think. Left to Munster, 40 metres out. Walsh loses the ball. It is collected by Newman. Flicks the ball off. Now in the hands of Smithies. Then to Johnstone. Trying to get around Staggs, stopped on his own 40. 2 minutes to go. England in possession. Who's the best 6 in the world in your opinion? That would be Cam Munster. So England on halfway. Walmsley with the next carry. Up towards the 40. Go on, lad. Go on. Left to Williams. Up towards the 30. Good metres still on these back-to-back carries. Watkins, right to Litton. Then to Smith. Down the right edge of the field, he'll switch back to Pearce-Paul. Makes about 5 metres in total there. So 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in this first half. Litton pops it up to Walmsley. He stopped just short of the 10. Last tackle for England. Come on, boys. Come on. Right to Smith. Here we go. Go on, Burgess, lad. Go on. He's not backwards. Oh, collected by Walsh just in front of the try line. So, 45 seconds to go in this half. Australia should be able to see out this half unless they make a mistake. Adokar with the first carry. 40 seconds to go. 5 metres out from his own try line. Munster. Now with Shibasaki. Up towards the 10. 30 seconds to go. Third tackle for Australia. Crichton with the next carry, 15 out from the try line. 20 seconds to go. Fourth tackle, Grant, scooting down the left-hand side. Nearly a breakthrough. Gets an offload. That looked forward. It is forward. They just need to hurry up and pack this scrum so England can get one play in here. They need to hurry up. 5 seconds to go. Okay, clock is stopped with 5 seconds to go. England will get one play. I don't mind a drop goal here. I'll be honest. I don't mind it. Of course, go for a shot. I completely get it. But if we were to go for one, I would have 0 complaints. 0 complaints. So scrum, 25 metres out. Last play of the half. It is left to Farnworth. What was the point in packing the scrum to just take the carry? What was the point? Oh, and we just somehow get a penalty right at the end. What was the point? It's a penalty for England. We'll take 2 here. Australia's going to challenge. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Listen, just pass the ball 3 metres from the defence. If he held out and then passed it, it would force another defender to commit and give the outside man a gap. Yeah, that's the thing, actually. I saw multiple times from the angle that me and my mates were sat at the Hill Dickinson, because we were side on. We were right, like, in line with the try line. The way that England were attacking in the second half. Like, we saw the depth. Like, there was a massive amount of depth. But it was like early balls. Not engaging the line enough. Not sitting into the line. It's like, we're not going to be able to lock defenders in if we don't sit in the line. So, I don't know. You see it all the time in the NRL. Halfbacks sitting in the line, locking defenders in. It does the lead runners no favours as well. Maybe I should, Fox. Maybe I should. I'll do it. Doesn't mean I'll be good at it, but I'll do it for a laugh. So we're going to go for 2 here. I would actually take it seriously. I wouldn't be offered it, obviously, but I would take it very seriously. So England will go for 2 here to make it a 4-point game. And the kick from Smith is good. So ladies and gentlemen... Oh no. Oh, for God's sake. Are you... Oh dear. Give me a second. Oh, for God's sake. Right. Well, it's only a 4-point game now, which is good. Can I actually update this? Right, there we go. Okay, it's a 4-point game. England have been much better this time around. We've started each game fairly well. So here's the thing. All of our first halves has been our best halves in each game. I would say this has been our best first half. Not just because we've scored more points than we did in game 1 or game 2, but I think some of our defensive efforts have looked a little bit more... Well, defensively, probably not as good as game 2. But we've looked more exciting with the ball. Which is what we've needed. We actually need to trouble them. Because I know that they will give us trouble offensively. Like, that's a given. They'll give us issues. But we've not given them enough. So, much better. Possessions 50-50. We've completed 17 sets. They've done 14. We've been incomplete for 4. So our set completion's been better than theirs. That's good. We've done more tackles. We've had a lot more missed tackles as well, though. 2 clean breaks to their 3. We've had 5 errors. They've had 7. Stuart, afternoon, sir. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. How I feel in the second half? We're going to be bad. Well, we've been bad every second half so far, so you might be right, Dingle. It's that second half. We've not been able to produce a decent second half. God, that's a big forward pack out there. Burgess, Peacock and Graham. Bloody hell. And there's your 8, 10 and 13 right there, folks. A couple people mentioned about Burgess being England's head coach. I could see it happening. I don't think it will. I could see it. It makes sense to me. Because he's getting some head coaching experience. Would he just want a head coaching gig in Australia instead? Maybe. I mean, you've got, is it Christian? I was going to say Tristan. It's Christian Wolf, isn't it? Coaches the Dolphins and Tonga. So, you can do someone that does both. You can do. If I'm going to pick anyone next, for me, it's Matt Pete, personally. But, I don't know. You don't want Burgess as coach? Neither do I. Not currently. I think he needs more experience. There's a world in which Steve McNamara gets the job again. Like, he might get it. Used to be England coach. Was, from what I recall, we were a solid side. Nothing special, but we were solid from what I recall. But I think if I'm going to pick anyone to replace, for me it's Matt Pete. Let's have a better second half, send them convicts back to Oz 2-1, hopefully. Yeah. Let's do that. Herbie goes fullback. Seeing him play Oz at fullback, he's brilliant. I'm happy with Lewis staying at fullback. I'm okay with that. I understand. What we'd have to do then is... What would we do? Watkins or Pierce-Paul to centre. And then Mikey Lewis would have some stints at hooker. Or just back to the bench. What do you think about James Bentley going to the Wolves? I'm not excited about it. I'm not thrilled. My concern is that he is... Okay, right. Bear with me. There are some positions where they're not that exciting, right? Back row is one of them. There's a lot of back rowers over here and the NRL where just back rowers, they're not that exciting. Specifically because it doesn't lend itself to being that exciting. But you can see that some back rowers are more exciting than others. Because of the carries that they can provide, or the line break potential, or the offload potential. I don't see the exciting elements that Bentley provides, aside from penalties. It doesn't scream game-changing to me. It's not an exciting signing. Now, he might be a great defender, and if he is, fantastic. No complaints on that side of it. If he, maybe gets plenty of offloads. Leeds as a team did that. He might have been involved in a lot that I might have just missed individually. But I don't know. I'm not excited. You need Maguire as England head coach. If he was not locking at the Broncos, you got New Zealand as coach to beat the Aussies 30-0 and join the Broncos, won the grand final. Yeah, that's true. Hello, Finn. Howdy, sir. Good to see you. Some of the regulars back in, it's good to see them. Good to see them at least one more time before I'm done with the watch-alongs. In terms of live streams during the off-season, I don't know how many I'm going to do. I might do some gaming stuff, maybe some Rugby League 26. I've not played it since the last stream months ago. I'm tempted to do other games like COD, FIFA, maybe Siege, things like that. Even though it's a Rugby League channel, I might still do it anyway. I don't really want to make another channel, if I'm honest. But I'll still do Rugby League content as a season, during the off-season. New season will be around. Will soon be around, anyways. I suppose so, but I do need to make sure I do content. There'll be plenty of transfer stuff and news in the off season. Already a week into pre-season. Well, it's just I can't. Live streaming is important for the channel as well, so I will need to do some live streams. Unless it's just sitting around chatting, which I guess I'm doing now, but it's not like there's a game to go with it. I was going to live stream or do watch-alongs for other sports, like teams that I support, like Everton, which I've not checked the score for. Oh, it's still 0-0. Splendid. It's at the Hill Dicky. Tieno Barry in possession, he gets fouled. Go on, lad. Go on, Barry, lad. Oh, who's your tip for the World Cup next year? If it's based on performances that I've seen, Matthew, purely based on performances, it's New Zealand. The best performing side internationally so far has been New Zealand. They've put in the best performance so far of anyone. We have Captain Challenge on strip now, though. Is the Captain Challenge, does that make sense? Because my issue with adding Captain Challenge is that the game has to forcibly put incorrect calls in there. Now, means that there would be a knock-on that isn't actually a knock-on, or it calls it as a knock-on when it wasn't. Does it feel like it makes sense? That's my only concern. But Rugby League 26 is so much better. They've patched the hell out of it. And yes, they were still messing things up, but next patch, get to adjust the game ourselves with sliding bars. Oh, okay. My issue with Rugby League 26 when I first played it is it felt too sluggish to me. Felt too slow trying to move around. The passing just felt awkward. It didn't feel like there was enough support play. You couldn't really put shapes together. It was just like next man Rugby League. And that if you get a break, no one's there to support. Yeah, it just felt sluggish. It felt really sluggish. Not yet, still a little buggered, but just came in. Fair enough. Understandable. I just hope it feels more smooth. It's a lot quicker and a lot better. That's the only hope. I do actually need to play the game. That'd be a good start. I was thinking of doing a career mode for it. I've been thinking about doing it. But that was months back. Just not played it in months. I've not even gone on to play a game, just a normal team versus team, offline, just to see how it feels. Because when I played it last time, played against people on stream, some of the games were good, but it just didn't feel fun to play. And you'd have to kick on the fourth tackle just to not be under pressure. It was awkward. Anyone notice how the one time we kicked to Adokar earlier, we had to tap the ball backwards? Because he had a winger, half foot taller than him, contesting with him, yeah. I don't know why we haven't kicked towards the right-hand side more. I don't get it. I do not understand. Are you going out to... Are you going to put James Bentley in your fantasy team next year when he's signing for Wire? Definitely not, Stuart. Definitely not. Definitely not. It's like a new game now. If you install and play now, you'll be pleasantly surprised. I've still got it installed. I just need to give it a go. Offline is completely different. I just mean I'll still be online, but I'll just play a normal kick-off game, basically. What do you think of Wire's 2 signings? Well, we made a few more than that, obviously. So Hopewate being one, I think is very exciting. Albert Hopewate is a exciting option. I think he's got a good step, exciting player, good bit of pace to him as well. I think he'll be good. And Josh Smith, I think it was, from the Balmain Tigers, is going to be a bit of a project, really, so he could be good. Bentley, I'm not that excited about. Liam Byrne, I think, could be decent. Sipley's going to be a good impact player off the bench. I do like him off the bench for Manly. He looks quite exciting. But we'll see. We'll see. I think there's some Baltimore Tigers. You sure it's not Balmain? Anyway, doesn't matter. I think our backs look really exciting. You've got Kai Taylor-Ray at 1. You've got Thulis, Hopewate, King, Ashton, William Sneed. Our backs look really, really exciting. But it's just the forwards, I think we're still a little bit light. If we could have got Pangai Jr., then that would have been great. But, well. Should England change back to Great Britain? No. I will make this argument. Now, Okay. There's something I'm not going to go into that. The only way that we could have a feasible Great Britain is that we have a quota. Because if you pick the best British side, the best Great Britain side, 100% of the squad is English. There's a few heritage players for Scotland that could get in. So the only players from Wales that are feasible would be, I think there's someone in the Championship, there's a few others in the Championship. Anyone that's Super League based would be Luke Thomas for Warrington, and he doesn't even start for Warrington. If you pick from Scotland, there's a few Scottish options, like Ryan Brierley is one, Lachlan Walmsley's another, James Bell, Sam Luckley, Matty Russell. Like, they've got Super League quality. Oh yeah, Barnforth. But yeah, Barnforth still wouldn't get in over the rest of the hookers available. But then there are some heritage players for Scotland that could actually get into the Great Britain side, which would be Bailey Hayward. So Ewan Aitken possibly. Bailey Hayward could actually get in. I actually probably would have him in. And Campbell Graham is of Scottish heritage as well, apparently. So those two, Graham and I've forgotten I've just said his name. I literally just said Hayward. Would actually get into Great Britain, but that's it. You'd have two Scottish heritage players, and that's it. The rest are English. So a lot of people have been saying it should be Great Britain. It's basically going to be 100% English. So there's no point. That's the problem. There's just no point. How long are you giving Burgess? 8 games, Finn. I think if we've not won at least 5 games in our first 8, I think he's going to go. 4 and 4 is not good enough. So, second half, back underway. I didn't even put the half-time thing up. Well done, me. Walmsley with the first carry of the half. 12. We got a penalty right at the end of the half, Finn. Dom Young, we're not injured, is a flyer. He can bring the ball back like a break. Yeah, he was solid in game 1. Really solid. Didn't get the chance to do it much in game 2, but game 1 was fantastic for carries up the backfield. Switched off at the forward pass. Well, shocking, Finn. Shocking. Awful. 30 seconds gone in the second half. England up towards their own 40. Walmsley with the next carry up towards halfway. Last tackle for England. Left to Smith on the last. Puts boot to ball. Collected on the 10 by Nwange Sawaze. Wrapped up by Watkins, Knowles and Litton. That's the first minute gone of the second half. Game on, lads. Let's go. Going for Britain in this one. Yeah, stuff spelling. Who cares about spelling? Doesn't matter, does it? Everton's ground looks incredible. It did. It looked great. It felt really compact as well. Still 0-0 in the Everton game. Come on, the Toffees. Or up the Toffees, as we say. Sorry. I am an Everton fan, I promise. Over the 30, England in possession. Oh, sorry, that's Australia. My bad. Up towards the 40 now with Yo. Through centre field. Smashed into by Morgan Smithies. Go on, lad. It is right to Cleary. Gets the kick away towards the back right. Collected on the 10 by Lewis. Didn't Wales in the past have a strong RL team? Honestly, I'm not sure, Jimmy. I don't know who... I know that Lee Braze used to play for them. I know that, obviously, Rhys Evans used to be a starter for Warrington. He was one of our most exciting youngsters a decade ago. He's Welsh. But I could not tell you who else would play for Wales. A prime Welsh squad of recent players, within the last decade or so, is what I mean. But I don't know how strong that side would be. Farnworth down the left edge up towards the 30. What happens to Brimson? He just got injured after the first 10 minutes. Something to do with his shoulder. Would you go to Magic at Everton? I don't normally go to Magic. just because it's a long day. But if we can sort the lines out, yeah. That would actually be great. If we could sort the lines out and not have the football markings on it, that would be splendid. Australia in possession, just short their own 20. It is now with Walsh. Then across to Adokar, down the left edge. Straightens up towards the 20. 3 minutes gone in the second half. It is now with Shibasaki. Takes it up towards the 30. Excuse me. Walsh spins in the tackle. Oh, Harry Grant darting, ducking, diving, dodging. Now with Crichton. Strong carry just short of England's 40. Last tackle for Australia. Short side right to Cleary. Back inside to Walsh. Engages the line. Launches it across to Munster. Skips past one. Kicks towards the back left. Collected by Josh Adokar. Cuts back inside. That's actually a great try. Jesus Christ. That's actually a really good try. This is going to be checked. I don't know what for, but this is actually a really good try. Okay, no try given on field, actually. That might be offside. That was decent. That was actually really good. So there was the spin from Munster. So let's check. Was he onside, offside? Impossible to tell from that angle. The on-field call was offside. So the video ref is checking. They did say no try. Looked off. I wasn't too sure, to be honest, because I know Adokar's quick. We all know how quick he is. He could have easily been onside with the pace he's got. The thing is, if we can't get a decent angle to tell, then this is just going to be no try. But one of the touch judges might have had a decent view of it. Okay, well, there's no decent angles, apparently, so this is just going to be no try. All right. Well, I suppose offside isn't normally called. For checks like that, offside isn't normally called, I don't think. So I would assume that the touch judges are pretty confident that was offside. So 4 minutes gone. England up towards halfway and just over it. Come on, lads. Just over 40 metres out. Lytton, short side right to Kai Pearce-Paul. Fakes the switch back. Stopped on Australia's 30. 4.5 minutes gone. Come on, lads, we can equalise here. Come on. Left to Smith in centre field. Launched it left to Knowles. Out the back to Williams. Then across to Mikey Lewis. Goes himself. He's stopped just short of the 20. Last tackle. It's with Williams. Under pressure, gets a kick away. Oof, underneath it is Shibasaki. Collects it cleanly. He's stopped a metre or two in front of the try line. Was well taken under pressure there. Walsh down the left edge. They could get a break here, possibly. Walsh near the touchline. Oh, so close. Nearly dragged into touch. 5 minutes gone in the second half. It's with Munster. On the 20. Wrapped up and brought down. Good stuff. Just keep him pinned back, lads. That's good line speed there. Collins with the next carry. Ball comes loose. And that's going to be a knock-on from Australia. They give territory to England 25 metres out from the try line. Come on. Hey. Checking the Everton score. Still 0-0. Press, lads. Press. Go on, Jack, lad. Oh, that was Dewsbury Hall, actually. So nearly 6 minutes gone. Come on, lads. Come on. We have a scrum 30 metres out. Mistake, surely? Indeed. So we feed the ball in. Oh, Jesus, what are we doing? Farnworth in possession. Straightens up. Gets an offload. It is nearly collected by Cotter. Did we lose it? Did they lose it? Okay, it's England ball. What do you think about the new wool shirt? I really like them, actually, Jack. I think both look really good. Really clean, really professional. I like it. I like it. I like both. I think I'll get the home shirt. I like both. They look good. So, scrum again for England. 30 metres out. Farnworth down the left edge. Takes it up towards the 20. Approaching 7 minutes in the second half. Come on, lads. Oof. Aledski with the next carry. Into Collins. I do like Collins. Shifting it right. With Smith, launched it across to Williams. Out the back. Oh, slightly wayward. Just behind Burgess. Can he get the ball? No, he can't. Takes it into touch. Just between Lewis and Burgess. Just between the two of them. Almost. Almost. I'm not sure if Williams was going for Lewis or for Burgess there. I think he was going for Lewis. But Australia now have the ball on their own 20. Nwanganitawaze with the next carry. He's dragged back a couple of metres, so they make about a metre or two in total. And an incorrect play of the ball from Australia. Apparently we didn't see it because we're looking at Kevin Walters. Nwanganitawaze with a mistake. They turn the ball over again. Come on. Whee. 8 minutes gone in the second half. We're getting a lot of territory. For the first time in this series, can we score 2 tries in one game? Can we? Please. We have a scrum just over 20 metres out. Let's equalise, lads. Come on. So Lytton goes left to Farnworth. Steps off his left foot. Takes it over the 20. Flicks the ball back to Lytton. Now it's with Aledski. We are now 15 metres out. Lytton in centre field. Left to Smithies. Slows down for some reason. Stopped on the 10. Come on, lads. England just 10 metres out. Left of the post. Lytton. Short side left to Williams. Switches back to Farnworth. Couple steps. 6 metres out. Left of the post. Farnworth needs to play this for Lytton. It is right to Williams. Switches back to Aledski. Straight into Crichton. Still 5 metres out, left of the post. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Third tackle. Right to Williams in centre field. Pops it flat to Knowles. Still 5 metres out, right at the post. Last tackle, I think this is actually. It is last tackle, left to Williams. Chips towards the back left. Nwanganitawaze goes up. What does he do? Collects it cleanly again. What are we doing? Sorry, I'm actually just bewildered as to why. I don't know why George is choosing to kick towards Nwanganitawaze. I don't know why he's choosing to do that. Kick on the last from Australia. Couple bounces there, collected by Mikey Lewis, takes it over the 30. Almost gets a break up towards the 40. Why are we choosing to kick towards Mark Nwanganitawaze, who has been the biggest freak of nature in the air of anybody on this planet in the world of rugby league, and we think it's the right call to keep kicking towards his side? Really? I just don't understand. I do not understand the reasoning. I just don't get it. Alex, been a while, sir. Good to see you. I am currently flummoxed. Aledski with a carry. England, 35 metres out from the try line. Left to Lewis, 30 metres out. Stopped on the 20. Last tackle coming up. Did he lose that then? Might have lost it, I don't know. 51 minutes on the clock. Last tackle for England. Smith kicks from 25 out. towards the right-hand side of the field. Shibasaki goes up, collects cleanly. Kai Pierce ball, trying to keep him up. Get him over. Get him over. Tackled in goal. Come on! Come on, lads. Whee. Goal line dropout for Australia. And it's 1-0 for Everton. Come on! Idrissa Gana Gay. Go on, lad. Was it? It's 1-0 Everton. Come on! Diddle-a-doo, Everton. Gana Gay. Come on! Up the toffees, la. Nice top, by the way. Thanks. So it is well, not a great dropout. Collected on the 20 by Smith. Switches back to Johnstone. Still going. Still going. Just short the 10. Good return. 52 minutes gone. Come on. Lytton. Left to Oledzki. All this territory. We had so much in game 2. Ooh, nearly tipped me on the horizontal there. Nearly. Lytton. 5 metres out left of the post. Cross to Knowles. Then to Smith going right. He is wrapped up. 5 metres out. Right to the posts. We had so much territory in game 2, but we couldn't really do much with it. Lytton. Short side right to Pierce Paul. Munster jams out the line. That was good defence there from Cam Munster. 52.5 minutes gone. It is a left to Smith in centre field. Then across to Knowles. Now with Williams. Pops it up to Watkins. Gets an offload. Lewis still stepping. Can he get an offload? Yes, he can to George Williams. Kicks the ball through. Chase from Newman. Go on, Harry. Oh, collected by Adokar. Taking over the dead ball line. Goal line dropout again. Bit of pushing and shoving again.
Oh, what about that?
Just pushing and shoving, don't worry about it. Hey! That other noise just saved for red cards only, but we've not had a red card, don't worry about it. Just in case it kicks off. Bit of pushing and shoving, but yeah, still be a goal line dropout, unless someone gave away a penalty there. Williams with a great kick through. Good chase there from Harry Newman. Adokar collects it cleanly. Well read from Josh Adokar, by the way. Harry Newman getting into Adokar. Hudson Young doesn't like it. They don't like it. Again, just grabbing collars. It's like, if you want the shirt, just say. Like, you're not going to do anything. Clock is stopped with 52 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. We'll get back underway in a second with a dropout from Australia. They do drill it short. That was a great dropout from Cleary, but it is collected by Burgess. Well done, Joe Burgess. Nicely done. Nicely done. It's with Harry Newman. Ooh, slammed into the ground just 10 metres out. Got 100 people here. Howdy, folks. Hope you're all well. Knowles through centre field. Come on, lads. Come on. Lytton. 6 metres out. Pops it up to McMeekin on his left. Did he lose it? Yeah, he did lose it. Pushing and shoving again. Great. How's the game been? It's been okay, Alex. We've looked a lot more exciting in possession, although inside the red zone, we've still been a little bit predictable, a little bit slow, actually. Australia's either had really good defensive line speed, they've been able to get up. The right players are jamming in at the right time, shutting us down when we've tried like a flat ball from dummy half to try and crash over. They've read it really well. Or we've just been too slow moving the ball around so they can shift. So we've had a lot of territory. We've done some good stuff in the midfield, good carries, you know, good post contact meters. We've worked well. Some good defensive moments too. But yeah, it's just inside the red zone, we can't really get much going. Aside from kicks, I think the short range kicking from Williams, I think Smith had one or two. Smith might have had one or two kicks, but Williams' short range kicking has been pretty good. Let's put them under a bit of pressure. But it's just like in structure, in shape, we've not really been able to produce much. We talked about this at half time. We're not sitting into the defensive line enough. Giving the early ball too much. 100 folks. Nice, a few more likes. Yeah, if people do leave a thumbs up, helps us to get out there to more people. But got it. Had nothing on State of Origin Game 3. Oh wait, or was it Game 2? State of Origin Game 2, we had 921 people in here. 921 people were here for State of Origin Game 2. So first carry off the back of the scrum from Australia. Shibasaki is pushed back a couple metres there. Lovely stuff. England penalty. Okay. I didn't really see what happened there. Can they? Do they have a challenge? They might challenge it. Let's have a look. What happened here? I'm not sure. Oh. Australia claiming there was a knee in the head from England, was there? Let's have a look. Keep my eyes peeled. Oh. Well. Oh, yeah, it's not great, is it? It's not great. Yeah, not great from Joe Burgess. Not a good look for Lee Briers as attacking coach with this in St. Helens this year. True. The thing is, Lee Briers was the attacking coach for the Broncos in 2023, and they were so fun to watch in 23. I think they might have had the best attack in 23. If not, they were up there, and they looked incredible. And Lee Briers was the attacking coach. But yeah, it's not been great at Saints. Was the knee not from Walsh pushing Burgess in the back? I think what I think that was, Alex, was Walsh was demonstrating the knee. I don't think he actually needs somebody. I think he was demonstrating the fact that Burgess put a knee in there. Jaden, how much time is left? There is 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Aledzki, 2 metres out. We got a fresh set here. Come on. Think we can win this? I do think so. Smith. Across to Lewis. Under pressure from Nwangi Tuwase. Possibly a high shot there. It's not called. That might have just been about there. I don't think... it was close. It was close. It's with Aledzki. Come on, lads. We've got to produce something here. Litton. Right to Smith in centre field. Then across to Williams. Kicks the ball through. Come on, Joe. Oh, just too much. Goes over the dead ball line. 7 tackle set for Australia. So close. Oh, mate. Oh, the angle was good. The speed on it was good. Just couldn't quite collect it. Oh, so close. George Williams' kicking game, short range, has been pretty good today. Where is Lewis playing for Smith and Williams to also be on? He's playing fullback, actually, Alex. He came on for Brimson, at fullback, after 10 minutes. So he's getting more used to it as time goes on. Apparently he's played there before. But it's not out of this world for a 6 to be playing at 1, so I'm okay with it. I think he's done alright. He's adjusted fairly well. It's with Yo, up to England's 40. 56 minutes on the clock, last tackle for Australia coming up. Although Setsney does that, can't score, how pathetic. I mean, I don't think, just maybe just a bit too much speed on it. It was a good kick. It is batted backwards by Australia, 20 metres out, kick towards the back left from Munster. Maybe too much weight on it, actually. Ooh, tapped over the dead ball line by Harry Newman. This will be a goal line dropout for England. Burgess has done nothing. What do you mean, done nothing? What do you want him to do? What do you want him to... He's done whatever he can with what he's been given. I don't know what you want him to do. The goal line drop out for England. Will we go short? No, we go long on this one. So Cotter with the first carry at the back of this long drop out from England. 57 minutes on the clock. Carrigan Slammed into the ground, 30 metres out. Grant, right to Cleary. Maybe look for an offload here. Just takes the carry, just over the 30, over on the right edge of the field. We cannot concede here. We cannot concede. After all the possession we've had. Hudson Young up towards England's 20. Harry Grant waits just right of centre field. Goes left to Munster. Then pops it flat to Cotter. Grant, left of the post, 15 metres out, goes right to Munster on the last. Then to Cleary. Short kick through. Touched by Smith, but I think he went backwards. And he's tackled on his own 10. Mikey Lewis gives it to Johnstone. Shrugs off one. Trying to shrug off Carrigan. Makes a couple of metres in total there. What do you think KO vs Broncos will be? I think the Broncos would probably win. I think just based on paper, Alex, they've probably got about a 12 to 16 point advantage, just based on the squads. But Chaos forwards will, I think, potentially, if they can just get into the back and forth, if Chaos forwards can do what they've been doing in Super League, I think they can definitely make that close and win the game. I will be backing KR for that because, oh, for God's sake, man. Oh my God. There's a kick from Smith. I think it hit the backside of an England player. It's now in the hands of Australia, the 20 metres out. Jesus Christ. Grant then dragged into touch. Is it a penalty for Australia? Yes, it is. As a KR fan, just happy with it? Well, I will be backing KR. I do want the English teams to win, so I will be supporting KR for that game. That's a stupid penalty from Burgess. Munster will kick into touch. Australia will have a fresh set 20 metres out. 15 metres out. I was kind of hoping they went for the 2 there, because then, they give up the territory. Time's off for a second. Not sure what for. 2 balls on the pitch, apparently. Okay. Dearden is now on for Australia. Australia have a play the ball 10 metres out in centre field. Right to Dearden, then to Carrigan. Slips over as he steps off his right foot. Nearly an hour gone in this game. Grant goes left to Cleary. Steps, straightens up, takes it back over the 10. Dearden calling the plays down the left edge. Grant in between the sticks, 6 metres out. Fakes left, goes right. It's with Young. I need to cough here. There's an hour done in this game. Grant pops the ball up to Staggs, nearly in. Nearly. Oof, it is with Carrigan. Was that a penalty against England? Yes, it is. Okay, penalty for Australia. Go for 2. Please just take 2. Give up the territory, please. Mikey Lewis giving away a penalty? Yes, it is. So tap from Grant, gives it to Isaiah Yo. He's going to play us about 4 metres out, just right at the posts. Yeah, that's the issue, Joey, is that, defensively and in possession inside our own territory, we've given the ball away a bit too much. Yes, we've had a lot of possession and not done much with it down the other end of the field, but we could have had even more. Harry Grant just scores an easy try. Mate. How much possession have we had down the other end of the field? How much possession? How many play the balls? How many sets have we had down the other end of the field? How many, honestly? And we've just done absolutely nothing with it. Harry Grant just fakes one way, goes the other, space behind the ruck, and just walks in. 62 minutes gone. Right between the sticks. This is 16-8 with a kick to come. I've just made it 18. Unbelievable. Do any Aussies play in Super League or the All NRL, Alex? They have a rule where anyone that plays over here doesn't play for them. You got to play in the NRL to play for Australia. If I live closer, I'll take you for some beers after this. And a good curry after a long night. Thanks, Fox. I appreciate that. Sounds like a great night. Weird rule, but alright. I think they just kind of do it for... like... Oh, that's a AFC Richmond cap. I understand the rule. It's to, like, keep your best players over there. I would also consider doing it for England. Like, if we want to keep the best English players over here, then we could apply that rule. But the problem is our best squad would be weaker. Or, like, we couldn't have Brimson, we couldn't have Radley, or Smithies, or even Knowles next year, or Farnworth. So, yeah. There's an argument for and against it. So, off the back of the try for Australia, the piss-easy try there up towards their own 30, Grant goes right to Hudson Young. What was England's try? It was in midfield, Lytton going down the short side right, dummies it, steps past Hudson Young, straightens up, steps past Walsh, sends him to the cleaners, or I think he just kicks it through, George Williams chases, sprint race against Harry Grant, gets to it first, dives over. That was it. Williams hands it off to Harry Newman up towards England's own 40. You need more players in the NRL, if anything? Yeah, that's the thing. There are some other heritage players. I think Billy Smith is one. Sam Walker is another. Ethan Strange, I think, was apparently another one. But I don't think Sean Wayne would pick him now he's picked Australia. Max King is another, but he didn't want to pick Max King because he was belting out the Australian national anthem during State of Origin. So apparently he didn't like that. There's a chip from Williams towards the back right on the last tackle. Pops up nicely for Walsh on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle slightly. Williams there to get him wrapped up. So basically, the best fullback and halfback partnership that England could have on paper is probably... who would it be? Well, there's Sam Walker in there. So it could be Brimson at 1, Lewis at 6, Walker at 7. But we'll see. We will see. Possibly Ethan Strange. Walsh down the left-hand side to Munster, then to Crichton, takes it over England's 40, offloads the ball to Munster, just about keeps hold of it, on the last tackle still. Needs an offload, flicks it back inside, but it's collected by Joe Burgess. So just less than 15 minutes to go. John Stone with the first carry of this set. Let's get back up the field, lads. Super League rule is you can only have 4 players, international team. Like a mix of Aussies, etc. Is that still in effect? I don't think so. I think we just sort of pick whoever our best side is. McMeekin, good meters down the right edge of the field. He's still going. Gets an offload too. Well done, McMeekin, lad. Newman, strong carry through the middle. Gets an offload too. Well done, Harry, lad. There's a ball left, slightly wayward. Eventually collected. And we lose a bit of ground and he loses the ball. Oh my God. All that good work has just been undone. All that good work has just been completely undone. Do you think Hadley should have been picked? Yes. I will say I was thinking about this for fullbacks, actually. I think the hierarchy for fullbacks, it was knocked on like straight down, so it dropped straight down, so that'll be a knock on. I think the hierarchy for fullbacks, I think Brimson's got the leading role for the World Cup next year. I think Wellesby is still second in line. I genuinely think, depending on the year that Will Price has, because Hull FC have improved as a team, because they'll now add Sam Lasoni to that lineup. So, and I think there was a couple of other signings that Hull FC made, I think. Well, FC could have a decent looking side, not necessarily right at the top, but it could be even better this year. So Will Price, if he gets a full season in, I think Will Price could really push Wellesby. So, plus he could play in the halves as well. So, Will Price could be up there next year. After him, I think it's Jowett. And then after him, who was it? I was thinking it was somebody else. Who's after Jowett? George Flanagan. So I genuinely think it goes Brimson, Wellesby, Price, Jowett, Flanagan. I think depending on the years that Price, Flanagan and Jowett have next year, they could potentially be in the side for next year. Cleary with a little show and go up towards England's 20. Just less than 13 minutes to go. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date more with the time. I've not really spoken much about that this half. Oh, flat ball launched across from Walsh, almost intercepted, knocked on, and then I just missed that. Because I had my head in my hands, I just missed that. Oh my god. I have no idea what happened then. I need to see that one again. I just completely missed it. That's a try for Australia. I just completely missed it. So Dearden goes across to Munster, then to Walsh, launches it across, knock on from Newman, collects it. Oh, there's so much room. Yeah. Collects it from the knock on. There's just a massive gap. I'm disappointed, but I can't really complain about that too much. It was just a bit of a weird one. It's going to be 22-8 with a kick to come. Oh my god. Did Newman play the ball though? Yeah, he stuck an arm out. Well, that'll still be 24 in a second, actually. I might as well just add on the points. Second halves again. Second halves, we just can't keep up. Lads had a great crack early on, 6 or 7 sets at their end. How the old Aussie fitness and composure comes out again. Yeah. Price better than Wellesby. I think this season that's just gone, if Price managed to get a full season in for Hull FC, or, well, since he joined from the Newcastle Knights, if he was able to not be injured, I think Price would have been in for a shout. Plus, he can play in the halves too, so I think Brimson and Price might be my... For me personally, it would be the two guys that I'd take because they can play multiple positions. So we go short of the kickoff. It is with Mikey Lewis, 30 metres out. Make that 20. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. So just over 10 minutes to go. It is with Matty Lees. Can we get 2 tries in a game for the first time? I did predict 24-12, by the way. I predicted that last week, but I did predict it this week as well. 15 metres out. I do need to sneeze. Is right to McMeekin. Bless me. 10 metres out. It is with Smith. Left to Williams. Might have the numbers here, actually. Over the top to John Stone. Has to fall to the ground. 10 metres out. Back towards the middle now with Lewis. Then to Lees. Straightens up. Takes the carry back towards the 10. In centre field. Last tackle for England. Right to Smith. Chips towards the back right. Burgess goes up. Collects it. Burgess. It's enough defenders there. See, this is why we need to start kicking to the right. Oh, sorry, should have been kicking towards the right. Still 1-0 Everton. Come on, boys. Up the toffees. But yeah, causing more trouble down the right. You're an Aussie, but we need a strong England and France for international rugby league to thrive. Absolutely. Absolutely. France have a good team on paper, but whenever we played them, we've just battered them. Like 66-0 was the scoreline last time we played. Knock on from Australia on their own 20. Comeback's on with 9 minutes to go. It's not. Let's just get at least 4 points so I can be correct with the exact score. So we've got about 8.5 minutes to go. Scrum 20 metres out. Lytton goes left to Farnworth. And he's wrapped up immediately. Penalty for England. Don't go for 2. Just hurry up, tap and go. Who's our captain, by the way? It's George Williams. New Zealand may be the only one that gives Australia a real headache, literally. Well, Samoa had an amazing second game against Tonga. So Samoa could maybe be a bit of a problem based on how they played. But New Zealand have been the best performing side so far internationally for me. It's right to Williams. Launched it right to Lewis. Go on, Mikey, lad. Oof. Stopped a few metres short of the try line. We've got a fresh set here. And it's a fresh set of 6. Newman. Left to Williams. Then to Alex Walmsley. Kalamatangi is on the field. No, is that the first time he's been on? Possibly. 7.5 minutes to go. Plays it for Lytton. Right to McMeekan. Flicks the ball on. Collected by Pierce-Paul across to Lewis. Chucks it over the top. Now with Newman. Stepping. Flicks it back on again. It's with Pierce-Paul. Cutting back towards the middle. Is he going to get an offload? Yes, he does. Newman knocks on. Or drops it backwards. Then Australia. Okay, that might actually be a knock on Australia. Jesus Christ. I think this will be England ball, actually. Australia defence is good and the England attack is awful. Yeah, we're just too slow moving the ball around. I don't think there's enough creativity in terms of shape. It's just simple block shapes, that's it. It's block shapes, it's +1, it's switchbacks, it's just, that's it. Like, there's nothing exciting about our attack at all. Australia in possession. I don't know why it's their ball, actually. I'm not sure. Anyway, Kalamatangi with the next carry. Up towards their own 40. Grant goes left to Yo. Then to Fasu Malawi. There's a strong carry from him up towards the halfway line. Loses the ball. England have possession on halfway. Come on, lads. 6 minutes to go. So England in possession, 45 metres out. Just one more try, lads. Just one more. That'll do. Walmsley with a carry up towards the 40 and just over it. Go on, Alex, lad. Up towards the 30. There we go. Go on, Big Al. Lytton in centre field goes left to McMeekan. That's possibly forward. Pops up to Lees. Takes up towards the 20. 5.5 minutes to go. In centre field, we go left to Smith. Pops it up to Watkins. Bit of room to run. Stopped on the 10. Lytton, 10 metres out. On the last tackle, Smith kicks towards the back right. Pierce-Paul looking to go up. Lose it backwards. I think it's then knocked backwards by Australia. That's going to be Australia's ball. Okay. Great. Right, we've got 5 minutes to go. So much territory for England, but we're just not able to make anything happen. During this entire series, we have scored tries, but... Well, we've actually scored 2 tries in the series. But we haven't been able, with the amount of territory we've had, not been able to score a single try through, like, just shape. Through structure. England should have won all-white kit, not a fan of the red at all. I don't mind it. I love the one with the St. George cross. You know the one where it, like, goes down... Like the one it goes across here where the sponsor is, but it goes down the side. That one I think is beautiful. I think that should be our kit. I don't know why we changed it. I do know why we changed it, so that we can make money every year. That's why we've done it. So people keep buying new kits. But I think that one with the St. George Cross on it is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nwangani-Tawaze, a bit of room down the right. Needs to get the ball away on the last tackle. Flicks it back inside. It's with Cleary. Played out by Pierce Paul. 6 again for Australia. Kalamatanga with room to run. Australia just over 15 metres out. Excellent. 3.5 minutes to go. Please don't score. If you don't mind. Munster fakes it back inside but goes outside to Crichton. He's stopped on the 10. Second tackle for Australia. Grant right to Munster. Launch it right to Cleary. Then across to Staggs. Who stopped in there? Was that Johnstone? Yes, it was. Good defence. With Cleary. He stopped 4 metres in front of the try line, just right at the post. Grant looks left and goes right. Munster launches it across. It is then knocked on by Herbie Farnworth. So this will be another fresh set for Australia with 3 minutes to go. How many tries do you think Australia would have had if they had the chances we've had? Oof. I dread to think, honestly. If Australia had the amount of territory that we've had, they could be looking at 50. Honestly, they could be looking at 50. Just catching intercept. Well, it was a fast pass across, a bullet pass across, you could say. Scrum 10 metres out. It is left to Walsh. Steps off his left foot. Walsh. Oh my God. Do you think England's going to come back with 2 minutes to go? Well, that'll be 30 points to 8. How much territory do we want, really? How much do we want? My God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I will update this in a second. They're saying it's not a 30-point-to-8 game. I disagree. It just is. Because we haven't bloody scored. And the kick is good. This will be 30 points to 8. Can I actually update this? Okay. We've got 45 seconds to go. Short kick-off from England. Towards the right-hand side of the field. Burgess goes up, knocks on. Collected by Dearden. Hands it off to Munster. Now with Fasu Malawi. Hands it off to Nwangani-Tawaze. Finds a gap. Staggs on his outside if he wants to use him. And it's a forward pass, but goes into touch. Staggs is complaining there's a pulled shirt there, but England ball with 20 seconds to go. Comebacks on. I actually reckon if England had 100% of attacking sets, right? So let's say Australia never had a set inside the red zone, Australia would still win. Because we wouldn't be able to score. Our only points would be penalties. Or we'd lose possession and then they'd be able to march up the field immediately. Like from an interception or something. Well, that's full time. Well, okay. First half was great again. My God, do we love a first half. Oof, we're suckers for a first half, lads. I tell you what, Australia, you ever come over again, we'll play the first half, and that's it. And we might manage to get you on one of them. We might. We ain't playing the second half. Just the first. But yeah, all series long, attack has been shite. Utterly shite. Defence, there's like some complaints here and there because some of the tries have been piss easy. They just have been. Really easy walk-ins a couple times. But there's a lot of real hard work. There's a lot of moments where we can be really proud of ourselves for the defensive efforts. But honestly, whoever's formulating our attacking structure, that is not good enough. If that's Sean Wayne that's getting us to attack like that, Sean, it ain't good enough. If that's Lee Breers doing it, if it's Andy Last, if it's Sam Tompkins, lads, it ain't good enough. It's just flat. It looks flat. It's +1, +1, +1. Oh, here's a block shape. Oh, they've jammed into the guy out the back because it's predictable. I'm proud of the effort defensively through plenty of moments. I can't fault the effort. At no point can I fault the effort. But I know offensively we can be better than that. We've shown it. Multiple teams in Super League have shown that they can be better than that offensively. Sean Wayne has won multiple trophies. And the fact that that's the best attack that we can produce is really disappointing. Well said from Reece Walsh, actually. It was very nice of him to say. Harry Grant got man of the match. At least the shit is all over. Yeah, it is. Wormsley is a beast. He is. He only got 19 minutes in game 1. Still 1-0 Everton. Go on the Toffees. Up the Toffees. Let's have a look at some of the stats, shall we? Okay, possession 50-50. Time in possession, Australia had 19 more seconds with the ball. 80%, see, here's the issue. 80% completion for England, 67% from Australia. And yet, their average set distance was higher. Still closer than last time, so we did improve that. They had more post-contact meters. They had 7 line breaks to our 2. They had more tackle breaks, more kick return meters. We had quicker play the ball speed. We got double their offloads, 14 to their 7. They had more kicking meters with the same amount of kicks. We had better tackle efficiency, apparently. Even though we missed more tackles, but we did make more tackles as well. They had 23 ineffective tackles. We had 13 errors to their 15. We conceded 4 penalties. 13 errors is ridiculous. We've had too many errors. Right, well, we've got a year until the World Cup. Can we turn it around? Can we be a better side for next year? Okay, I'm going to put up a poll. I think I know how this is going to go. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Right, well, there's a poll in the live stream chat. You welcome, Mr. Pepsi. See you in another 20 years? Yeah. Well, I'll see you next year for the World Cup. I'm going to try and stream every game. I'll try to. My first content was the Rugby League World Cup in 2022. My first ever video on this channel was the Samoa squad announcement for the World Cup. I did a squad announcement video for every team. I did a predictions video for every round. I did a team of the week for every round. I did a match review for every single game. I went and watched every game and made 31 match review videos. Whether I'll do that again, I don't know. I don't think so. We'll see. But I'll at least be able to live stream most, if not all, games. So yeah, there's a poll in the live stream chat. Should Shaun Wane be replaced? If you have an opinion on who you want to replace him, then let me know. Thing is, our errors in the attacking Australia, errors are in defence, so we should have more tries or better chances. That's the thing is, we've already had a ton of possession in their end of the field. The mistakes are coming all over the field for England, but the thing is, we need significantly less because we still need even more possession further up the field. Even if we're not doing anything with it, it's at some point a numbers game, you'd think if we get even more territory down that end of the field, we'll come up with something. Never answered a poll so quick in my life. I can imagine. I can imagine. Got to speed up that ruck? Yes. Who's your support in the NRL? I kind of like teams based on how they look. I do like the Raiders. So, I like the Raiders. I do quite like the Dolphins. I was a big fan of Manly back in 2021 when they looked really exciting. But yeah. All right. Canberra versus England. Who wins? Canberra. So yeah, if you had voted yes to the poll I've just put up, let me know who you'd actually replace him with. Who would you go for as a replacement? Replace with who? Yeah, that's the thing. Do people want someone that's already in a full-time position, or do people want someone that's available? So, I mean, you've already got Lee Braze is already an assistant for Saints. Andy Lash, I think, is an assistant for Cass, I think. Well, when Shaun Wane was appointed, he was like the best available coach. Like, you could not, at the time when Wane was appointed, you could not get a better English coach. Like, you just couldn't. He was the absolute best option. So, if you want to go for anybody, even that's already got a job, for me it's Matt Pete. But because I'd like us to have an English head coach as well. But it's like, who's available? Do you want somebody that isn't coaching at club level, or do you want someone that is? You know, that's the question. Who do we get? In terms of available head coaches, I'm trying to think who there is. Paul Wellens was available, but he's got a gig in the NRL now. I don't even know. I could not tell you. Honestly, the only head coach I can think of that hasn't got a job somewhere is Danny Maguire. So, you've got to ask yourselves, do you want someone that's in a job already or not? Because if not, best option is Danny Maguire right now. Okay, well, tomorrow morning I will be doing New Zealand versus Samoa. I do need to get a fairly early night, actually. Or I could get a little bit of sleep soon, and then I'm up early. Who was the worst player then? For the whole series? Oof. God, I don't even know. I really don't know. Who was the worst player? Hard to say, honestly. Hard to say. For that match, do you know what? Honestly, don't even know. There's so many not great performances. I can't even choose. Can he pick? Still 1-0 Everton. Up the toffees. Come on, lads. Mikolenko in possession down the left-hand side of the field. Back inside to Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Well, Kiernan. It's not Kieran. Kiernan. I'm not going to do an Everton watch-along. Don't worry about it. Does England have a State of Origin type series? No, we don't. The closest thing we do War of the Roses, which is Yorkshire versus Lancashire, but that's under 21s, like reserves level. And there's a lot of good players that play in that, but not for first team. The closest thing we've had to it as like a mid-season test is we've done a game against France before, and we used to do something called England versus the Exiles, which is basically just comprised of overseas players that are playing in Super League. So that's where you'd get your Jay Fields, your Bevan Frenches, that kind of, those kind of players. I think a 3-match test series for England versus the Exiles would be good for strength at the end of the year, because you'd be against Jay Field, Bevan French, and a lot of other great overseas players. So that could be something we look for in the future. Who's the player of the series? Great question. Who is the player of the series? I'm going to say Harry Grant. I think Grant caused the most issues. Walsh was great. Plenty of breaks. I do think Grant caused the most problems. That's just my opinion. A couple tries as well. Clear and Munster did a great job. Munster player of the series for sure, I reckon. Fair enough. I mean, there's a lot you can point to. Oh. I was just thinking there was a goal for Everton then, but it's not. Yeah, I would say Grant. Walsh definitely up there for me. I think Walsh would maybe be number 2 for me. Or is it Walsh? I'm not sure. Who was England's best player? That's a question. Who was England's best player? I think it was Jez Litton. Would people agree that Litton was England's best player? It's not like there's no overwhelming option, but I think it's... I think he's a fair shout. Right. I think I'll call this a day. Call it a day. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final... or one of the final live streams. I've got one more watch along to do, which is tomorrow morning for New Zealand versus Samoa. I'll be posting stream highlights of this game to TikTok in a couple hours and a few clips as well. You can just tell Farnworth was a class above, in my opinion. I could not tell at all. By watching that series, you could not convince me that Farnworth is the best centre in the world. Absolutely no way. That's not necessarily his fault, because the structure was garbage, but there's nothing about what Farnworth did that makes me think, oh shit, that's the best centre in the world. Absolutely none. For me, it's Litton. But yeah, so one more stream to go tomorrow. In terms of streams and content in the off-season, I'll try and do some podcasts here and there. I'll try and get some of you guys involved if you want to join for for podcasts or live streams. We'll talk about all sorts of news, rumours, thoughts on the season, thoughts for next year, international, that kind of thing. I might do some video game live streams. So Rugby League 26, apparently, according to... I can't remember who it was that mentioned it was much better, but I'll try and do some Rugby League 26 streams. Maybe a career mode video series, possibly. I might do some other video games, like COD, Siege, FIFA, like pro clubs with mates, because they said they're okay being on stream. I might do watch-alongs for other sports. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan for the NFL, sorry. Packers fan in the NFL, so might do watch-alongs for them, maybe. I'm an Everton fan as well, so might do the odd Everton watch-along, and F1. So maybe I'll do an F1 watch-along. I'll see. So, yeah, there's some options there. Some stuff for the off-season, but I suppose it won't take too long until we're back into the swing of things in the Rugby League season. But there will be plenty of content coming in the off-season. Battlefront 2. I've not played Battlefront for years. I'm not really a Battlefront kind of guy. Or am I thinking about... I'm thinking of Battlefield. Battlefront's the Star Wars game, innit? Which I think I have played, actually. Where would Everton go in the table? Is this as it stands? Okay, we'd go 12th as it stands. That's not too bad. Oh, we'd be 3 points off a Champions League spot. Look at us go. Oh. One can dream. Okay. If Sunderland meet Arsenal, you'll be so happy. Well, it's possible. Sunderland looking pretty good this year. Arsenal looking a bit different, though. So, you never know. You'd never know. Okay. So... Oh, people talk about how Farmouth was harassed multiple times in the first and second match. Yeah, I get that. There wasn't too much he could do. Like, there was a lot of pressure he had to deal with, but it was not like he wasn't able to show his quality. And there's not much he could do. And I didn't look at his performance and think, oh, he's like an absolute world beater. Aussie's players pushed him and tripped him multiple times in both matches. Oh, I don't recall that. Like, honestly, I just don't recall it. I'll take your word for it. Right then. So, overall, disappointing series from England. Defensively, can't fault the efforts. Just a big gulf in quality, unfortunately. Offensively, something's got to change. I don't know who's involved in the attacking structure. I don't know who's putting that together, but something's going to change. We need some much needed improvement there. So for me, if we want an improved attack, the coach that has shown they can coach a team to beat Aussie defences is Matt Peat. So I think at this point, so here's the thing. If we got rid of Wayne, if we got rid of Sean Wayne, it's like who do we get? Who's actually better than Sean Wayne that's available? Honestly, probably no one. The argument for removing him is that we could get someone that improves things. I would be okay if we got Matt Peat on short notice. I'd be okay with that. The argument for him staying is that if he picks roughly the same kind of players, they'd be more comfortable with the system that he wants to use. That's an argument for. But then the argument against that as a counter is that the system isn't great, as we've just seen. So it's tough. 2-0. Come on, Michael Keane. I swear to God, Michael Keane is the best striker we've got. I'm not even taking the piss. Michael Keane is the best striker we've got. Keane is him. Everton winning at the Hill Dickinson. Go on, lad. Why? Just put him up front, for God's sake. As soon as Branthwaite comes back in, get him up top. Oh, that's the women's Super League. Villa's beating Man United. But that's the women's Super League. That's a big win, that, if we can get it. That's a big win. Okay, well, I'm just kind of wasting time at this point. Right, so one more stream, one more watch along to go tomorrow. In terms of off-season content, we will see. I am currently trying to get an interview with a Super League head coach. It has been agreed. I've spoken to said coach. There is an agreement to do it. They will let me know of their availability. I will have to chase them up very soon. But yes, I will hopefully have an interview with a Super League head coach within the coming weeks. All will be hopefully revealed very soon. Nothing about soccer, who should I check out? If you want success in football, go with Arsenal. But as an Everton fan, I'd say just go with Everton. They will let you down, but, go with Everton. Yeah, I will not tell you who. There will be hopefully an announcement to come in the next few weeks. Hopefully I can do it in the next few weeks. That'd be good before the season starts. I had some big interviews lined up for last year, but they never got back to me in the end. But I've been very fortunate. I got that Q&A with Leroy Cudjoe, which is on the website. I need to fix the website, actually, and I got that interview with Jack Walker, which was great. Well, I gave you a clue. I gave you clues. As Super League head coach, there's 14 to choose from. So I've narrowed it down to 14 names. So any one of the 14 head coaches, it is them. Catch you later, mate. Well, thank you for stopping by, Alex. Good to see you again, sir. So, probably a lot of the regulars in Dingle, Alex, who else? We had somebody else before that was a regular. I'm sure we did. Or did we not? Finn showed up earlier before as well. Probably won't see them till next year. But yeah, do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you with more content in the off-season, here and there. Well done, Australia. Deserving winners. Ladies and gentlemen, Toodle pip. Hey.